Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Today we're going to go white in our meditation. I really feel the need for us to go white, shiny, pure, see anything white. So let's start by placing this mushroom coral at your feet, which has the same effect as amethyst. It cleanses, but it also grounds. So I'm going to just place that now at your feet. And then I'm just going to give you these beautiful white river mussels. Hold those in your hands, just nicely to calm you and help you be tranquil. So I'll give those to you now. And I've just got the tuning fork here, so let's just clean your auric field with this now. Just letting that run down your front line, clearing any negativity, down your sideline. And this is aligned to the heart chakra. Down your other side. And down the back. Just over the top. And just lift your feet up for me. Perfect. Okay. And breathe out. So I'd like you now to just imagine that we are on a beach with beautiful white sand. The sun is at its zenith, so when it is that banana yellow at the height of day with the white shining down. And the waves are gently lapping on the beach. And it is a very white, clear energy, with this beach somewhere in the ether. So I'm just going to place my hands on your shoulders. And let's imagine tree coral growing out of your feet and down into the sand below. Down, down, and down, through the sand and into the bedrock below your inner cove, in this ethereal wonder world. And then a spinning disc of light and love moves down towards you from the source. It envelops you, it moves all around you, through you and within you, cleansing, clearing and protecting you. And this enables you to breathe underwater as well, should you decide to go swimming. Okay. So just feel the energy, the high vibrational quartz around you, keeping you warm and toasty for the journey. And I'd like you just now just to feel this selenite. Let's just brush it around you. Opening the energy centers in the pores of the skin, because we have energy centers everywhere and our skin feels a lot, doesn't it? So let's just remove anything that the tuning fork didn't take away and just give your body a little you now just to look out into the sea, and somewhere just at the edge of your beach is a beautiful white Japanese wonder shell. And you are looking that way, and you're going to walk into this wonderful shell. And you are going to walk around those spirals. So around the first bigger one with this pearl white essence, the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And when we get to the very end, we find that we are in a special water world. And there's a beautiful pool there. And there's mermaids and ethereal sea creatures, all shining and glowing white. And one of the mermaids of this pool, she heaves herself out onto the side and she welcomes you. And she asks you to come and sit down next to her. And she then takes out a comb, a Venus comb, and she starts to just gently brush your hair. She says that she is aware that some people in our world are scared of merfolk. The sirens were thought to sing the songs of sailors into the deep, but she said they were misunderstood. They were so happy to see them because they love our fellow mankind. They are part of us as we are made from water. And she just gently combs your hair and she whispers into your ear, a sea blessing for you now. And she says to you now to take your shoes and socks off in case they're not already. Roll your trousers up. And she invites you to dangle your legs into this ethereal pool inside this wonderful Japanese shell. And she tells you to open the holes in your feet. And she tells you now just to drain out any upset, anything that has been bothering you into this magical white and silver pool. Drain it all out, she says. It doesn't matter anymore. You do not need this. Just feeling that shell cleanse down your body. And when she feels that you have drained out all of that upset from the last week, anything that was said to you that was unkind, but also anything that you said that was unkind, anything that dented your confidence, anything that annoyed you, anything that worried you, when she feels that has all been brushed out of you and emptied out of your feet, she then starts to work on the healing. And she stands behind you or in front of you, and she places her hands on your shoulders, and she draws in the master symbol, which is the nautilus shell, and part of a silver nautilus shell is around my neck here. So she draws the nautilus. North, east, south and west. She pushes that into you and down into your aura. And it brings this beautiful pearlescent energy with rainbow colours down into you, filtering through your head, your third eye, your throat, heart, solar, sacral and base. She then will draw the distance healing symbol, Honsha Se Sho N. Honsha Se Sho N. Honsha Se Sho N. And she draws that all the way down you. And this will work on anything in the past that has upset you, anything that caused a crack in your armour, but also on any past life issues. So that filters through now in that beautiful platinum colour that we so often see with the light working energies. She tells you now, she says she's going to work from the top all the way down. So, she now spirals with a clear quartz crystal, the rainbow light in. And you can feel that just spiraling in that clockwise motion, which might appear the wrong way on the screen, but just go with it. The rainbow's energies and the clear, high vibration of this stone. And that corkscrews around you like the pagoda shell and like the wonder shell. And she tells you that you can reach for the sky, and she's going to pick up a shell now to show you, called a pagoda shell. This one has come from Madagascar. And she says you can go upwards with this. You can imagine that you're going higher and higher and higher into the layers, up to the source, to the divine light. And you can just sit there and bathe in this beautiful white rainbow energy. She says you don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything. Just bathe in the omnipresent energy, the Creator, Brahman, Yahweh, Great Spirit, God, whatever you call that creative spirit that created the world, everything in it, and even our thoughts and the ethereal beings. And she offers you this shell now to take with you. And she gives you a beautiful white gleaming bag. And she pops the shell into the bag. She then clears a little bit more out of the third eye with the abalone, with the white abalone. And she pulls the stuck chi that's blocking your intuition. And she spirals it and she sort of flicks it away into this magical pool. And as she's doing this, you start to gaze past her into the pool, and you can see other merfolk and other people also having this kind of treatment. Many are here in their dreams. Some are here in waking states like you are now, maybe at the same time. And all these people have problems in their life just like you do. And they come here for a bit of rest, relaxation. Okay. So she's cleared that for you now. She's going to show you a crocus shell. Beautiful crocus shell. And she now uses this like a wand, and she spirals the energy back in. Energy from the universe, energy from the ethereal levels. Energy, clear-sightedness and clear thinking. And she spirals that in now. And then she places her hand over it just to steady the energy and make sure it stays in there. And then move the hand at the back, just making sure it doesn't come out of the other side at the back of the chakra. And she seals that with a gauze of gold. And then she gives you that to place in your bag. And next she comes to the throat chakra. And sometimes this feels a little sore if we are not saying everything we want, or if we have spoken too much. And again, she's just going to take the abalone shell now and clear, and clear. And brushing it away, anything that is stopping you work with your creativity, anything that is stopping you say what you want, anyone who is stopping you say what you want. If you can't, I'm just going to work at the back now, if you can't say what you need to say to people, and we can't always, can we? Write it down. Write it in the dust, and then leave it overnight outside, and when the rain comes, washes it away. Write it in the sand on the beach, where the shore is going to get moved and changed as the tidal flow washes up. Okay, so she's shining the light back in now with this abalone shell, and just see the wave that it creates, the wave of energy, and just absorb whichever colour you are noticing the most with the pearlescent white. Breathe it in and breathe it down your esophagus, into the back of your chakra, almost to the back of your neck. And then she takes some snowy quartz and she just soothes the throat, because sometimes it can be a bit sore. Breathe out for me. Well done. Okay. Just feel that calming that energy center down. And breathe out again for me. Do a lot of breathing out, don't I? But it's good. It's a good energy release and relaxation for you. Okay. And now she's going to move down to the heart chakra center. I'm just going to scan here. And she asks you, what would you like most in the world? What is your dream, your heart's dream? And it may be something big, it may be something small. But she's just going to clear that away from you again with this shell. Clearing away any heartache that has happened to us, but any heartache that's happened to anyone else. And I forgot to say that she actually puts that stone that we just used into your bag as well. for you to take with you. And she's going to show you another shell now called a true heart cockle. And she gives this to you. This is what sailors used to give their sweethearts when they came back from a voyage or on Valentine's Day. And you put that into your bag now. We kind of use it like a crystal. Just lay it on the heart whenever you want. But there is a symbol for this. And it's a true heart cockle. And then followed with the power symbol, the chakra, chakra, chakra. And then she does our universal love symbol to you. And now we move to the solar plexus. And we use the abalone again just to clear anything out. Anything that dented your confidence, anything that is making you lazy, lethargic. And let's face it, at this moment in the world, we are all sitting on our sofas feeling a bit, what can I do? Okay, so get your hobbies out, get lost in them, waste some hours. I'm wasting lots of hours playing a harp at the moment, and I'm also wasting lots of hours making videos. Although it's not a waste really, because it's helping everybody, isn't it? But I can lose hours doing this in the morning and make the most of it, because I'll be gardening soon, so I won't be able to make so many. I'm just working all around the solar plexus area now of your body, and she's pulling and she's pulling, and there are some threads, okay? So before we go any further, we're just going to use the selenite wand just to cut those threads. Just brushing that away, cutting those threads. And then pushing the selenite into the body just to cauterize them with that light. Okay. Great, well done. Okay. And now she's going to use the turbo shells, the Hindu devotional turbo shells, which are white, to spiral the energy back. She needs to go that way, doesn't she? Because it's all anti-clockwise. With the strength of silver. And you can make this into a shield, this silver, at your solar plexus. Okay, so she's just going to do 3 of these swirls. Of these beautiful Hindu vocational shells. Votive shells, rather. And she spirals that energy into you, and then she seals it either side with the silver, reaching round at the back now and doing the same. Perfect. And then she just checks that you're okay. Okay? As we move down to the sacral chakra, which is water-based, which is emotional. So again, she's going to take this shell. She's popped all those other shells she's used into your bag for you to take with you. And she pulls and she clears all of the emotional hurt, all of the muscular hurt, because we're all sitting around a lot at the moment, aren't we? So she's just pulling that out. and pulling that out, flicking it into the wonderful water world in front of us. Okay. And then she shows you this beautiful false egg cowrie. Okay. And if you have tummy aches, she's going to draw the symbol of the cowrie into you. And this is a shell that they give to women in Japan, and I think Papua New Guinea, to bear down on when they give birth. It is a talisman, it's a lucky talisman. And as it is also at the Creative Centre, it doesn't have to be fertility of the body, if you like. It can be fertility of the mind. So she pops that shell into your bag now. And she just sends in white light, gleaming light, yellowish tinge light. She moves it all around your abdomen in an infinity symbol. So feel that with the sideways figure 8 whizzing around your abdomen, making sure everything is kept in good health. Okay, and then we finally reach the root chakra. And she's just going to reach underneath you with the shell and pull. Pulling out anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Perhaps you're a bit aloof about your situation because this is the energy center of survival. This is the money, the job, the home, everything you need to survive. Some people are very aloof and aren't thinking about it. Others over-worry. So if you over-worry, she's taking away that worry. She's trying to sift it out of you. And if you don't worry, and perhaps you need to worry, she's going to shine the light back in and ask for this to be rectified and brought into balance. And then breathe out, and then she places this shining stone into it to ground it in and to help it become pure and release that energy upwards into you. So she puts that into your bag now. And just give yourself a little shake. And she then picks up a shell and goes to the inland sea. And she scoops up some water. And she offers you to drink this water. She says it is fresh, it is not salty. So you drink some of this healing water. Feel it move all the way down your esophagus, past all the energy centers, down into your stomach, where it will be evaporated and filter through your body. And there's another sip for you. Just drink it all down. There you go. Okay, well done. Okay. She then walks over to a table and she picks up a small shell and she brings it back to you. And it has the Buddha carved upon it. And she says that this is a very sacred shell from the Sri Lankan area. And she pops this into your bag and tells you it is a votive shell, and you can put it in your pocket. And when you're a bit worried, you can just put your stress into this shell, rub it a little bit, hold it, and know that the Buddha is watching you and keeping you safe and hopefully bringing you some serenity. So she pops that into your bag now. And she then puts her hands on your shoulders. And she gently picks up the Venus shell once more and just brushes your hair like a mother would brush and caress a child's hair. She whispers one last message for you. Just listen now. Sigh out if you need to. And then she thanks you for coming. She gives you a little nod. Perhaps you do the same back to her. And you stand up now. And you say goodbye to your new friend. And you exit the shell. And you're going to go backwards now around the spirals of the Japanese wonder shell. And eventually you'll walk back out onto the sand of your inner cove, this white place. And you just walk up the beach a little bit and sit yourself down and take your bag and put it next to you and look inside at all the wonderful gifts you've been given. And sigh out for me. And then reroute by growing roots out of your root chakra and into the sand below you. And they'll move down and down and down. And soon a sea fret, a sea mist rolls in, a white sea mist, and it envelops you. And the scene of the beach fades away. And the scene of your room makes itself present again. And I'm just going to draw a grounding symbol called raku to separate us and to bring you back down to earth. I'm just going to take the mushroom coral back and the river mussels. And thank you so much for joining me today. Love and light to you all, and white, clear, cleansing energy. Bye-bye now.